All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be ranking the best Sonic games of all goddamn time. All right, let me turn this down just a little bit. Boom. All right. Now I could have made my own little thing, but I just Googled and I found this. I think this has got most of the mainline entries in the Sonic series. So we're gonna go ahead and rank what are the best Sonic games. I'm just gonna go down the line and we're gonna really talk about it, bruh. Yo, shout out to Chris with the 10 gifted subs. And Mr. Fatboy Slim with the sub. Swift Daddy with the sub. Everybody coming through.
I like money.
All right.
I like money. Hello.
We gotta wait for Chris to finish, then we can talk some Sonic.
I like money. Hello. I like money. Hello. I like money.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just coming in, we're gonna kick off the stream by ranking our favorite Sonic games of all time. We got some Sonic music playing in the background. This is gonna be a fun one. All right, we're gonna start off with a little bit of Sonic Advance. This was a Game Boy Advance game. Now, I played this game. I hope there's not more than one Sonic Advance on the list because I'm gonna rank them all in the same goddamn spot. This is one of the best Sonic songs, by the way. This is the Labber Zone. Sonic Advance, we're gonna go B tier, okay? Now, the reason I put Sonic Advance with the B tier is because it's a good game. It is a good game. I played them. But honestly, they haven't done much. They're kind of just like remakes of the original Sonics, but they were on the Game Boy Advance. Didn't really innovate, but they're an awesome offering if you had the Game Boy Advance. So I'm going to put it there. I don't know what the fuck this is. Sonic Jam on the Sega Saturn? Never heard of it. D tier. If any Sonic fans in a goddamn chat know what that is, let me know. All right, the next one is Sonic Lost World. Now, I talked about this on stream the other day. This is one of the worst fucking video games I've ever played. No, I want to say ever. It's not D tier. But the problem with Sonic Lost Worlds was it wasn't a Sonic game, okay? Everybody knows Sonic is a world-renowned superhero that can deep throat 4 chili dog glizzies at the speed of sound. But they tried to make him into Mario, you know? They tried to make him into Mario. This game came out after Super Mario Galaxy, and they was like, well, what happened if Sonic was in the Galaxy? Garbage. C tier, nigga. No, matter of fact, D tier. Fuck that game. Next up, we're gonna go with Sonic Mania. Now, this is gonna be a controversial opinion, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't a big Sonic Mania fan. Now, this game was interesting because Sonic Mania was made by fans, not Sega. This came at a pivotal point in the Sonic franchise when Sega didn't know what the fuck to do with Sonic, which is pretty much every day. Not actually a pivotal moment, it's every day. So they said, you know what? We're going to give it to some fans of the Sonic franchise and make their own game. And that's what we got, Sonic Mania. Now, if you ask the Super Sonic fan base, they fucking love this game. I don't know why. I thought the level design in Sonic Mania was ass. But I'm not going to put it in the D tier, and for one reason and one reason only. Sonic Mania had some great music. Sonic has great music, period. Some of the best music. Mainly because it draws a lot of inspiration from Michael Jackson and Bobby Brown. So I'm going to put it at the C tier. I know, controversial opinion, but I can't fuck with it. I can't fuck with it. I don't know what fucking game this is. I see Metal Sonic. Which one is this? Sonic CD. Is that what it is? I don't know what this is. D tier. We're gonna save this one for last. We're gonna say I know it sounds. I said it was gonna go in order, but we're gonna save this one for last. Next up, we're gonna go with Sonic Frontiers. Sonic Frontiers is another game that's going in the D tier. Like I said, Sonic's got more shitty games than good. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but Sonic Frontiers was absolutely basura. The whole selling point of this game was they allowed you to create your own character. Too bad it didn't add anything to the game. The story sucked. The levels sucked. Sonic Frontiers should have stayed out there in the frontiers. Wait, is this Forces? I'm sorry. I'm a fake Sonic fan. Oh my God. I've been exposed. This is Sonic Forces. I should have known. The flashbacks of Forces just overwhelmed me and it made me think it was Frontiers, another shitty Sonic game. Matter of fact, where's that at? So we can just throw that in there, because that game sucks too. Where the fuck is Sonic Frontiers? Is it even on this list? It probably hasn't been updated. Can I add? Well, I would... Oh, we're gonna add it. This one doesn't have it. Wow. Sonic Frontiers. Let's go ahead and save that image right there. Oh wait, can we use that one? Let's use that one. Go ahead and download and save it. We're gonna update the list, ladies and gentlemen. Then we're gonna choose a file. And we're gonna add that Sonic, baby. All right, we got Sonic Frontiers. Let's go ahead and put that in. You know what? No, I'm not gonna put Sonic Frontiers in the D tier. I'm gonna put it in the C, and here's why. The game sucks, but it is a functional game. I'll give it that. It's a functional game, and as far as I'm concerned, if it works, that makes it an okay Sonic game because the bar's in hell when it comes to Sonic. All right, the next up, we're gonna go Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. I didn't play this game, but if it's like the other Sonic Riders, you're weird as shit. C tier. Why the fuck does Sonic need to ride a skateboard? Next up, we're gonna go Sonic Unleashed. Now, this is a very interesting one. Every time I bring up this game, the chat likes to argue back and forth with me and say that Sonic Unleashed is a good game. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the one with the Hedgehog. They say, oh, the speed stages. Yeah, but like 75% of the game, you transform into a hulking werehog that slows it down. We're just gonna ignore that part? The story sucked, the graphics sucked. He's a fucking idiot in this game. Sonic Unleashed, D tier. I don't care what nobody says. I don't like it. Sonic Advance 2, B tier. Because it's the same fucking game as this one. It's just new levels. But once again, it's the same game. They're just chasing Sonic 1 and 2. It's just on the Game Boy. All right. Now, next up, we're going to talk about Shadow the Hedgehog. Now, this is a Sonic game starring the Negro Hedgehog. Yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog is S tier. And it's S tier because this is one of those things where it's so fucking bad, it's good. And it gets S tier because Sega gave the Black Hedgehog guns. They didn't even try to hide the racism. And I don't know about you guys. Me personally, I like an open racist versus one that tries to be sneaky with it, try to keep you from getting a job. No, call me the N-word to my face, you know? So Shadow the Hedgehog gets the S tier because it didn't give a fuck, and I have to respect that. This game, I don't even know what this is. This nigga's running through a hoop. You can't see the whole title. What the fuck is this? D tier. All right. Next one, we're going Sonic Rush. Another B tier game. Once again, another game that's just like Sonic 1 and 2, but this one, instead of the Game Boy Advance, it was on the Game Boy DS. But it's the same fucking game. But because it's functional, it's decent, we're gonna give it a B tier. For some reason, Sonic fans love it. I don't know what's the innovation, but they fucking love remakes of Sonic 2 for some reason. Next up, Sonic Riders. Sonic Riders, I'm gonna put this in the C tier as well. All the Sonic Rider games. I just don't like these fucking games. I don't understand why he needs to be on a skateboard. I feel like the only people that like Sonic Riders were like 11 when the game came out. Their parents couldn't afford a lot of games, so they played the fuck out this game, and they've convinced themselves that it's good. But really, honestly, it's glue eater activities. It's a functional game, but it's really nothing special. It's Sonic on a skateboard. Big whoop. Big fucking whoop. Next up, we got Sonic and the Secret Rings. Absolute D tier. Now, this is one of the games, for those of you unaware, there's an age, I think it ended with Sonic, was it Lost Worlds? It was like, from like Sonic Unleashed to like Lost Worlds. It was called the Dark, no, it was like Sonic 06 to like Sonic Lost Worlds. That's known as the Dark Ages for Sonic fans. I don't know why, because Sonic has had plenty of shitty games before that. But that's known as the Dark Ages. And one of the games that came out during the Dark Ages of Sonic was Sonic and the Secret Rings. It's like this nigga was playing with princesses and swords and shit. I don't fucking get it. Sega thought it was a good idea. But the whole time the world is saying, instead of Sega, we're saying nigga. The fuck are you doing? Yo, shout out to Trillmatic with the sub. What is this game? Sonic Chronicles? I don't know what this is. If I don't know what it is, automatic D. What is this? D. I don't know what the fuck that is. Okay. Oh, this one's a D2. Sonic Boom. We're going to have a lot in the D tier. A lot of shitty Sonic games, ladies and gentlemen. All right, the next one we're talking about here is Sonic Boom. Shout out to DJ Killed with the sub. Sonic Boom is going in the D tier because this is one of the worst fucking video games I've ever played. One of my most iconic reviews that I ever did on YouTube. I remember when this game came out, I think it was the Wii U. I just could not believe how dysfunctional this game was. Not only mechanically was the game bad, it didn't even fucking work. This game was notorious because there was a glitch when you were playing as Knuckles, where if you punched in the air, you could basically infinitely jump through the whole game from the beginning to the end in like 5 minutes. So speedrunners love Sonic Boom. Me, personally, I fucking hate this game. Also, they turned it into a platformer. I mean, Sonic's always kind of been a platformer, but it's been mostly about speed. This one was like super slow. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. And this is also the one where they had Sonic wearing the handkerchief like fucking Nathan Drake. I was like, when am I gonna deep throw the goddamn hot dog? Want to be Nathan Drake? Next up, we got, what is this, Sonic and Knuckles? Sonic and Knuckles, we're going to put that at the A tier, ladies and gentlemen. Sonic and Knuckles is also basically Sonic 3. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and just put Sonic 3 up there, too. That's the same game, right? Sonic and Knuckles? I don't know. That's back when Sonic was good. That's when Knuckles first appeared. You got to climb walls. You got to fight Dr. Robotnik with a black guy. Idris Elba. So I'm going to put those in the A tier because that's back when Sonic was good. Peak Sonic. Not S tier, but just a tier below it. I know some Sonic fans are going to get really mad, but for me, those are A tiers. Those are A tiers. Sonic 4 is a fucking D tier. Sonic 4 is one of the most forgettable games of all time. For those of you who don't remember, Sonic 4 was basically the game that came out on console and it looked like a Samsung Galaxy S3 game. And then they released it in episodes. You know us Sonic fans are broke. We don't have a lot of money. Release one package. Why do you need to release episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Sonic 3 didn't release an episode. Sonic 2 and 1 didn't. And the fact they had the nerve to call this Android flip phone game of Sonic 4? Fuck you, Sega. Fuck you. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and put both of these A tier. Actually, you know what? I take that back. Sonic All-Stars Racing is B tier. Sonic All-Stars Racing 2 is A tier. B tier because this is a functional, good Mario Kart clone. But the sequel? A tier. Sonic All-Star... What is the sequel called? I don't know. Sonic All-Stars Racing 2. That's what I was going to call it anyway. This is the first kart racing game I've ever seen that actually innovated on the kart racing formula. And you know, I'm not a hater. I give clout when clout is due. The problem with the kart racing genre is they all just copy Mario Kart. This one did something different. So in this game, you start off in a vehicle, in a car. Next thing you know, you're in a boat. Then you're in a plane. I don't know why you need any of that because Sonic can run. But the fact that you switch between the different vehicles added a dynamic element to the racing and the level design that we had not seen since Diddy Kong Racing. So for that, I'm going to put the Sonic All-Stars Racing 2 at the A tier because that's one of the few good Sonic games. All right. Sonic 1, Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm going A tier here, baby. I'm going A tier. That might be controversial, but I just didn't love that game that much. In my opinion, Sonic 1 is a good game, but I really feel like, where's it at? We might as well throw it. I feel like Sonic 2 is when Sonic really came into his element, you know? This was the foundation, but it was just missing something. It was missing something. And that something was Miles' bitch-ass Tails following you everywhere, on your dick, 24/7. And good music, too. It had a phenomenal soundtrack. One of the best soundtracks in any... As much as I hate on Sonic, Sonic 2 has an amazing OST. It's playing in the background right now. Come on, guys. So I'm going to give it as clout. That's A. That is S, because Tails is a bitch. Next up, we're going to go Sonic Generations. Sonic Generations, I'm going to put at the A tier. This is one of the few Sonic games that I did enjoy. This one came out for the Xbox 360 or the Xbox One era. One of those generations. I don't remember. This game came out during like the 20th or the 25th anniversary of Sonic. And you got to play as classic fat ass Sonic and the new chili dog gulping Sonic. And they had their own levels, unique level designs that were like a spin on the classics. And you were like playing with the multiverse and shit. Still fighting Dr. Robotics weird ass, but you know, it was a nice little spin. Good level design, good music. Fire, good game. Yeah, Glizzy Globler. Sonic Pinball is next. Who gives a fuck? D tier, nigga. Who the fuck plays pinball besides your goddamn boomer mom? Ooh, this one's rough. Okay, Sonic Heroes is next. Sonic Heroes, I'm gonna put the B tier. Sonic Heroes was a good game, but I felt like some people would put it at the A. I see some people are saying C. That's why I said I'm gonna give it a B. The reason I put Sonic Frontiers at the B tier is because it's a good game, but I felt like they could have took the whole team mechanic a little bit further. Basically, once you played the Sonic story, you played the whole game. What was the difference between Sonic's team and Shadow's team? What was the difference between Shadow's team and that damn Bumblebee or whatever what was them other niggas team? What was the teams? I don't even know their names. Sonic Heroes teams. What was it? Let's go to the Sonic teams. We got Team Dark, like Team Rose. Who the fuck wants to play Cream? This fat ass cat and annoying ass Amy. But yeah, like the alligator and the pink condom. I don't know what the fuck this shit is, bruh. It was all the same shit. I felt like they should have evolved the gameplay a little bit further. I felt like they had a good foundation with Sonic Heroes, but they just didn't do enough with it. So for me, I'm gonna give it a B. Plus, that nigga's a pink condom. I don't know what the fuck that is, bruh. What is that? Shit is weird, nigga. B tier. Next up, we're going more Sonic Pinball. Shut the fuck up. Ooh, okay. Now we're getting juicy. Some people may not agree with this one, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm gonna put this in the A tier. Sonic Battle for the Game Boy Advance is one of the most underrated Sonic games. Only true Sonic fans played this. It was on the Game Boy Advance. It was would you call it like an arena brawler? It was a fighting game where you got to play as Sonic characters and you could customize your moveset with the robots and shit like that. It had an original story. Very underrated game. You've heard me say this on stream multiple times. I would love for them to bring this franchise back, whether it's a remaster or a sequel, kind of fleshing out the ideas. Very underrated Sonic game that I put in the A tier, and also a unique spin on the Sonic formula. I don't know what the fuck this is. Sonic Drift 2, D. I don't know what that is. It's the best Sonic fighting game. There's only like two, nigga. There's only two. That one in the arcade and that shit. What is this? Sonic Boom for the fucking 3DS? Nigga, fuck that shit. They made two Sonic Booms for the 3DS? Fuck that shit twice. What the fuck is wrong with Sega? All right, ladies and gentlemen, next up, I believe this is Sonic Advance 3. B tier. All the Sonic Advance games are going in the B tier. And do you know why? Because they're the same fucking game. Matter of fact, Sonic Rush is Sonic Advanced 4. All four of those games are the same fucking game. And people wonder why I make fun of Sonic fans. Like, they're not bad games, but one is enough. Maybe two? You niggas bought the same game 4 times and you say I'm crazy. Whatever, dude. All right, the next two, we got Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna kind of copy what I did with Sonic 1 and 2. Sonic Adventure, A tier for me. It's A tier. Mainly because I wasn't the biggest fan of Chaos, the villain, but it has some of the most memorable level design. But that's Sonic Adventure 2, baby. S tier, you know it. Fucking S tier, baby. The introduction of Shadow Maria. Going Super Sonic and Super Shadow. The level design. Playing as all the different teams. The music. Fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. One of my favorite games. Wait, why y'all hating on me? Why y'all hating on me? Y'all didn't think I was gonna finish it? What the fuck is this? Sonic Knight? Yeah, Sonic 2 is the greatest. Sonic Adventure 2 is one of my favorites. What? Sonic in the Night or whatever this shit is? D tier. Why you give a hedgehog a sword? What the fuck is this shit, bruh? All right. This next one is gonna be very controversial. I never played Sonic Colors. It was on the Wii, I believe. And I didn't own a Wii, mainly because I already have one. A big one. So I didn't get to play the Sonic Colored. But I always found this game a little suspicious because... What do you mean, Sonic Colored? What does that mean? Were there black people in it? Seems kind of problematic. I don't know. Anytime people bring up Sonic Colors, they say they like it. I'm going to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to put it at least at a C tier because I haven't played it, but people seem to like it. But I don't like the title. Sonic Colors. What's that mean? For colored people? I don't like that shit. I don't know what this game is. This is Roblox. Sonic Drift. I don't know what that is. D tier. Sonic Free Riders. Wait, isn't Sonic Free Riders? Isn't that the Connect version of Sonic Riders? Which one was the Connect version? I believe it was Sonic Free. It was motherfucking F tier. If I wish I could make another tier, this would be below it. This would be F tier. One of the worst games ever created. This is a dark era. I think this was a part of the dark era of Sonic. You had to use the Kinect camera to wobble your body and control it, but it didn't work. It often resulted in you running into walls, just screaming at your Xbox because it was fucking awful. I don't know what Sega was thinking there, but they are fucking stupid. And then Sonic R for the Sega Saturn. I don't even know what this is. Ladies and gentlemen, who the fuck owned a Sega Saturn? D tier. I don't know what that is. Anybody know what that is? Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Sonic 06. Now, this is going to be a controversial opinion. I've been saving this one. There's going to be a controversial opinion. Hear me out. Sonic 06 is going in the S tier. Right there with Shadow the Hedgehog. Now, the reason I put Sonic 06 at the S tier in terms of God tier Sonic games is for one reason. A lot of people say this is the worst Sonic game of all time. It was glitchy. The levels sucked. The story was awful. He was fucking human princesses and shit. But I say it's one of the best Sonic games. And let me tell you why. You have to change your perspective, ladies and gentlemen. Sonic 06 is the key to finding all the weird Sonic fans, okay? It's a tool if you let it be. You want to know? I talked about this in a previous stream. If you want to know which ones are the weird Sonic fans that sit on DeviantArt and draw pictures of Rouge the Bat fucking Knuckles with a BBC, they're the people that enjoy this game. So if you want to shit test your friends, say, hey, buddy, what do you think of Sonic 06? If they like it, that means they're a fucking creep and a weirdo. And to me, because it's such a valuable tool, that alone makes it S tier. Matter of fact, it is the quintessential Sonic game. It's above Shadow, Sonic 2, and Sonic Adventure 2. Ladies and gentlemen, don't sleep on Sonic 06. Great game. I'm going to go ahead and download this right here. I'm going to download this. This is my Sonic tier list. I'm going to go ahead and tweet that out. Here is my tier list of the best Sonic games of all time. This one's gonna set the world on fire. It's just above Sonic Adventure 2. Because here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, right? You guys gotta understand. The world doesn't need any more weird Sonic fans. We gotta be able to weed them out. This is a useful tool to the CIA, the FBI, the TSA. Have you ever been to the airport with a copy of Sonic 06 in your book bag and you put it through the X-ray? The TSI will fucking push you against the wall, take it out your backpack, fucking punch you in the face, say, where are you going? They'll think you're a terrorist. And it's because of this fucking game. So to me, it's a valuable tool. It's kept the country safe. It's kept a lot of people from getting assassinated. So shout out to the person in the comment section on Hokage Highlights who asked me to make a tier list of all my favorite Sonic games. This is where I would rank all the mainline Sonic games. I'm pretty sure there's more. Yeah, Sonic 06 has prevented World War III. This is where I would rank all the Sonic games. Get off my dick.